Hello everyone, welcome back to the next session of the entrepreneurial psychology, that is steps of the entrepreneurial journey and key psychological dimensions. So in this session we will discuss the steps of the ladder of a startup entrepreneur, right? So I hope you all enjoyed our last two session, and sorry for the delay uploading. Sorry for the delay as well as because of some reason I will not be able to record the classes. So let's start with the next session, that is the second part of the entrepreneurial psychology, that is step of the entrepreneurial journey and key psychological dimension. So in this session we will discuss about the phases. So what I did is that I made the notes in a pointing wise, and also I will discuss each and every point with all of you. I hope it will help you. Okay, so जैसे कि आप देख सकते हैं कि मैंने क्या किया है, मैंने हर फेज को, जैसे फाउंडेशन फेज, उसके बाद अगर आप लोग देखेंगे नेक्स्ट इम्प्लीमेंटेशन फेज, उसके बाद अगर आप लोग देखेंगे ग्रोथ एंड एक्सपेंशन फेज, ऐसा करके मैंने हर फेज को डिवाइड करके एक होलिस्टिक नोट्स बनाया है, सो दैट इट विल हेल्प ऑल ऑफ यू. ओके, so let's start with the next session, that is steps of the ladder of for a startup entrepreneur. So the starting a business is not a one time action, it's a continuous process, right? We all know that it's a continuous process. The Institute of Cost Accounts of India outlined 34-step ladder that entrepreneurs must climb. These steps can be broadly divided into three phases. So Institute of Cost Accounts of India ने क्या किया है? They divided into three phases. The first phase is foundation phase. First phase is foundation phase. So let's discuss one by one. Foundation phase. In this phase, we will discuss 13 steps. Now, what do you mean by foundation phase? Foundation phase means preparing the ground work. जो हम लोगों का एकदम बेस लेवल पे वर्क होता है, उसी के हम लोग अभी डिस्कस करने वाले हैं. और आप लोग देखेंगे कि यू ऑल कोरिलेट विद दिस थिंग्स बिकॉज दिस बेसिक थिंग्स. जस्ट यू नीड टू राइट इट इन योर ओन sentence. No need to mark up, but always remember the point. Okay, point is very important from exam point of view. So please remember the point and do not mug up the rest of the things. If you remember the point, you will be able to write it in your own language. So first is analyze yourself and your objectives. We all know that. Now understand your strength, your weakness, and personal goal, and on the basis of that, you should analyze yourself and your objectives. Second is generate new ideas. Generate new ideas. Constantly brainstorm for innovative business opportunities. So we need to constantly brainstorm our innovative business opportunities. Third is consult agencies and publication. Gather information from SISI, DIC, and other entrepreneurship institutions. Okay, so you need to consult agencies and publications. Okay, discuss with expert. Interact with mentors, consultant, peer for feedbacks. That is also important. Next, fix a decision date. Commit to taking action within a set time frame. Next is choose a line of a business. So we need to choose a line of a business. We need to choose a line of a business. That means select the industry or product area in which we are into getting into for the entrepreneurship journey. Next is decide. Decide means whether we need to buy or an existing business or start a new or fresh one. Next is prepare a project report. Document financial, operational, and market details. So we need to prepare a project report. Next is select location and site. Ensure accessibility, market reach, and infrastructure. Next, arrange work shared facilities. So we need to arrange or minimize initial capital burden. Next is understand laws and regulations. So identify licenses, compliances relevant to your business. Next is obtain government clearness and SSI registrations. So make your venture legally valid. So these are the 13 points that is mentioned in our book as well. So you need to remember this point because these points are given by the Institute of Cost Accounts of India, that there are 34 ladder steps to start your entrepreneurial journey. So the first step, just listen these things with me. I hope it will help you to remember for a longer period of time. Okay. So first step is analyze yourself and your objectives. So we need to analyze our goal, our strength, our weaknesses, generate new ideas. So constantly brainstorm for innovative business opportunities. Third is consult agencies and publications. So we need to consult our thought with the different agencies like DIC and other entrepreneurial institutions. Next is discussion with experts. So you all know that before we starting anything, we need to discuss our mentor with our consultant. Next is fix a decision date. Commit to taking an action. So we need to decide from which date we need to start this venture. Okay. Next, choose a line of a business. So we need to select an in particular industry or product area. Next is decide buy an existing business or start fresh. Next, prepare a project report, document financial, operational, market details. Next is select location and site, ensure accessibility, market reach, and infrastructure. 10 is arrange workshed or facilities, minimize initial capital burden. Understand laws and regulations. So we need to identify our laws and regulations which are applicable to our specific industry in which we are into begin our journey. Next is obtain the governance clearance, government clearance, and necessary registrations. So, and there is another registration that's called Udyam registrations for MSMEs. So, if you read this in your law paper, you will be able to correlate these things. Okay. Next is the next phase called implementation phase. This is known as implementation phase. So, building the enterprise. So, in this phase, that is plan phase. The secure fund from banks, investors, or personal savings, right? Next is do not learn these things. That is not required. So you can leave this part. Okay. Wait a minute. You can leave this one up right now. So this is first is plan phase. 15 is plan. In plan phase, there are several other subdivisions. So plan what? Plan buying, like the sources or resources. So that is establishing the sources strategies for raw materials from whom we need to purchase the raw materials. If we are started any manufacturing sector, we need to decide from which supplier we need to choose first. Then we will decide on the basis of the optimization of our resources. We need to select a supplier. So that is the buying. Second is install machinery. Second is install machinery. Set up a production capacity. Third is procure material, ensure available of raw inputs. Fourth is recruit personnel, hired skilled and semi-skilled worker depending upon the work. Next is trial run, test process and productions. Next is decide pricing policy, important. Now balance cost, demand and competition. Next is organize marketing, develop strategies for branding and sales. So we need to organize our strategies. Next is plan record keeping, establish accounting and monitoring systems. Next is produce, begin actual productions. Next is sell, enter the market with product services. So this is all about the second phase that is known as building the enterprise. First is plan phase. In plan phase, there are several subdivisions like plan buying, install machinery, resource material, recruit personnel, right? Trial run, deciding pricing policy, organize marketing, plan record keeping, produce, and the last one is sell. So just read once or twice. I hope it will be easier for all of you to, you know, learn these things. And it will very easy. Just remember the points. No need to remember the sentences. You can write it in your own language. Next is growth and expansion phase. The next phase is growth and expansion phase. Okay, that is known as growth and expansion phase. That is sustaining the business. So we need to sustain that business for a longer period of time. So keep up to date, stay updated with the market trend and technology. Flowing back of profits, reinvest the earnings into the business. We all knew that whenever we have earned the profit, we do not, take it out entire profit from the business. We need to reinvest such amount of the portions that we are flowing back to the profit for our growth and expansion. Next is diversify. explore the new products or markets. Modernize what? Modernize means upgrade the technology and process. So we need to upgrade the technology and processes. Next is compete with others. Compete with others. Build resilience in a competitive market. So build resilience. Sorry, not resilience. Resilience in a competitive market. Next is grow bigger. The scale operations for higher market share. And the last one is ancillary development. Contribute to allied industries and supply chains. So contribute to allied industries and supply chains. So this ladder reflect the life cycle of entrepreneurship from a self-assessment to large-scale growth. So the last phase is growth and expansion. So in growth and expansion, there is a first point is keep up to date. So we need to up to date or updated with the market trends and technology, flowing back of profits. Next is diversification. So we need to diversify our product and markets as well. Modernize, upgrade with the technology and processes. Compete with others. So build resilience in a competitive market. Grow bigger, scale operation for higher market share. Ancillary development, contribute to allied industries and supply chain. Next is adversity quotient for entrepreneurs. So what do we mean by adversity quotient of entrepreneur? So it's the ladder phase is completed. Right now we are moving to the next topic, that is adversity quotient. Now what do you mean by adversity quotient? Let's understand. Adversity quotient means how well a person can withstand challenges, recover from setback, and turn difficulties into opportunities. Very important. Now what do you mean by adversity quotient? Adversity quotient means how a person withstand challenges, recover from setbacks, and turn difficulties into opportunities. According to Stoltz 2000, adversity quotient is a hardwired response to adversity. So how we are going to respond to the adversity situations, that is build our adversity, or that is the sign of our adversity quotient. Now there are four dimension of adversity quotient. First is control. Now belief in one's ability to influence outcomes. So we need to control, that is belief in one's ability to influence outcomes. Second is origin and ownership. Accepting responsibility for problem rather than blaming others. Third is reach. Understanding how far the difficulty will affect one's lives or businesses. And fourth is endurance, the ability to persist and survive through difficulties. So these are the four pillars. One is control, that is belief in one's ability to influence outcomes. Second is origin and ownership, accepting responsibility for problems rather than blaming others. Third is reach, understanding how far the difficulty will affect one's lives or business, and endurance, that is ability to persist and survive through difficulties. An entrepreneur with a high AQ take risk confidentiality, take risk confidently, stay optimistic in adversity situations, and persist instead of giving up. Very important. So an entrepreneur should have these qualities, that is take risk confidently, stay optimistic in adversity. Third is persist instead of giving up. And fourth one is learn from mistakes and grow stronger. Such entrepreneurs are often called climbers. Very important. MCQ में पूछा जा सकता है. It can be asked in your MCQs as well. So such entrepreneurs are often called climbers. Individuals who keep ascending regardless of obstacles. Who keep chasing regardless of their obstacles. Okay. So this is all about adversity quotient. I hope it will help you because I complete these things in a summarized way and concise way, which is relevant for your exams. Next is entrepreneurial self-efficiency. ESE, entrepreneurial self-efficiency. Now, self-efficiency introduced by Bandura 1997 that referred what? That referred an individual's belief in their ability to organize and execute tasks successfully. In entrepreneurship, this is called entrepreneurial self-efficiency. Now, entrepreneurial self-efficiency with high ESE believe in their capacity to create and manage ventures. Second is take initiative to exploit opportunities. Third is persist longer and handle risk better. And next one is more likely to start a new venture than those with the low ESE. So what do you mean by entrepreneurial self-efficiency? First of all, we need to understand that what do you mean by self-efficiency. So now self-efficiency is ability to organize and execute tasks successfully. Now entrepreneurial self-efficiency means which believe in their capacity to create and manage ventures, take initiative to exploit opportunities, and persist longer and handle risk better. And the last one is they are more likely to start a new ventures than those with low ESC, so which having a high ESC, that is entrepreneurial self-efficiency, which is high. They are take that kind of risk and initiate such kind of entrepreneurial journey, right? So entrepreneurial self-efficiency directly boosts entrepreneurial intention. So entrepreneurial self-efficiency directly boosts entrepreneurial intention because strong belief in one's ability leads to stronger actions. Very important because strong belief in one's abilities lead to stronger actions, right? So this is all about entrepreneurial self-efficiency. Next is entrepreneurial intention. Entrepreneurial intention means this is defined by as in 2005. Entrepreneurial intention is the readiness of a person to engage in entrepreneurship. That is called entrepreneurial intentions. It's a readiness of a person to engage in entrepreneurship. That is known as entrepreneurial intention. It is shaped by attitudes, social norms, perceived behavioral control. Intensity of intention shows persistence, strength of entrepreneurial drive. High entrepreneurial intention is equal to stronger likelihood of starting and sustaining ventures. Next is entrepreneurial discipline. 3 P's. Next point is entrepreneurial discipline. What do you mean by entrepreneurial disciplines? Now, that is the 3 P's required. Now, success requires discipline which comes through practice. Build habit of persistence and problem solving. Patience, understanding that business growth take times. Third is perseverance, continuing despite failures to setbacks. So continuing without, despite failures or setbacks. So these are the 3 P's. First of all is practice. So develop or build a habit of persistence and problem solving. Second is patience, understanding that the business growth takes time. And third one is perseverance. That means continuing despite failures or setbacks. Okay. Next is the trait of disciplined entrepreneur. What are the trait? What are the mark or what are the sign of an entrepreneurial disciplines? Now expect and manage frustration positively. Second is work harder than others and stay committed. Next is stay healthy and maintain a positive mindset. Fourth is they are organized, punctual, accountable, and resourceful. So they are organized, punctual, accountable, and resourceful. Next is value relationship, take responsibility for failures. So these are the trait, these are the sign of an disciplined entrepreneurs. So they can, manage their frustration positively. Okay. Next is work harder than others and committed also. Stay healthy and maintain a positive mindset. They are organized, punctual, accountable, resourceful. They are value relationship and take responsibility for failures. Now, discipline transforms idea into a consistent performance. You can remember this line. Discipline transform ideas into a consistent performance. Next is passion in entrepreneurship. The next point is passion in entrepreneurship. So what I did is that I made the points in a simplified way so that you can read with me, and after that once or twice you just read it, the notes and the books of the institute. It will easier for you, and don't worry, I will share the notes. Okay, I will share entire notes with all of you, those who are watching me from this first session. Don't worry, I am with you. Yes, that may be happen that kind of a delay because of many reasons. But don't worry, I will complete the entire paper 22 with all of you. So just, be with me. That is my request to all of you, those who are, listening these videos with me. Just be with me. I will ensure that I will complete the entire paper 20C module wise, one by one. I hope you will correlate with these things with your modules as well. So we are right now into 1.2, that is entrepreneurial psychology and practices. If you see your institute mat, you can correlate the chapter as well. So I am following the institute's modules, but there is a certain chapters which I need to prepare the notes for all of you so that you will be able to get a good notes and also get a good content. Okay, because for us exam is also important, so we need to focus from exam point of view as well. So next point is passion in entrepreneurship. Now what do you mean by passion in entrepreneurship? Now passion is the emotional fuel that drives entrepreneurs. It builds identity, motives actions, and sustain resilience. There is a three type of entrepreneurial passion. Important again, three type of entrepreneurial passion. First is inventing passion, creating a new products or services. Second is founding passion, starting a new ventures. Third is developing passion, that is growing and sustaining enterprises. So there are three type of passion. One is inventing, that is a creating a new product or services. Second is founding passion, starting a new ventures. Third is developing a passion, growing and sustaining enterprise. Without passion, even technically strong ventures fails to thrive. Important. So without passion, even technically strong ventures failed to thrive. Next is identifying and filing resources gaps. So we need to identify and filing the resources gaps. As an entrepreneur, must continuously spot gap in products, services, and resources. Key questions are who are on customers, what do they need, and how do competitors operate? Important. So there are three questions. Who are the our customers? What do they need? And how do competitors operate? How can we add value? Okay, so there are total four questions. First is who are our customer? Second is what do they need? Third is how do competitors operate? And how do we can add more value to the customers? So the gap model of service quality helps identifying mismatches between customer expectations and business performance. Now, that five gap include management perception versus customer expectations. So first is management perception versus customer expectation. We can often see these things in our day-to-day life, that management decided something which is not meet the customer expectation. So there is a gap. So we need to fill that gap. That is known as management perception versus customer expectation. Second is service quality standards versus customer need. So what the service quality that the management wanted to pass on and what the customer actually needs. If there is a gap, then we need to fill that gap as well. Next is service delivery versus specification. The product or the services which are we going to deliver, we need to check that whether they are meet the customer expectations or specifications. Next is service delivery versus external communication. Sometimes it also affect the gap. Now, what the services they are going to deliver and what the external communication, that means the external customers they are getting from the other or entrepreneurs or from the other entrepreneurs as well. Okay. Next is expected service versus experience service. Again, the service that we are going to expect it and the service that we are getting from the experienced one, those who are already there in the market for a longer period of time. So if that is also happened, then there is we can see that gap also as well. Okay. So closing these gaps improve customer satisfaction and competitiveness. That is important from exam point of view. That is identifying and filing resources gaps. So how we can fill that gap? For that, we need to ask four questions. Who are our customer? What they need? What do they need? How do competitors operate? And how can we add value? Next is resource management at optimized cost. Next is resource management at optimized cost. See, resource management at optimized cost. Efficient resource management ensures survival and growth. It involves planning, identifying need resources. Second is scheduling, ensure availability. Third is allocating, that is assigning the right resources at the right time. Fourth is utilizing, that is monitoring efficiency and preventing waste. Important. Now, what do you mean by resource management at optimized cost? So we need to remember these 4 points. First is planning, that is identifying need. Second is scheduling, that is ensure availability. Third is allocating, that is assigning the right resources. Fourth is utilizing, that is monitoring efficiency and preventing waste. Next is benefits of resource management. Now, what are the benefits of the resource management? That prevent shortages and over allocation. We all know that it prevents shortage and over allocation. Second is create transparency. Third is ensure cost optimization and better project execution. And fourth is prepares businesses for future resources that they are needed. So what are the benefit of the resource management? First is prevent shortages and over allocation. Second is create transparency. Third is ensure cost optimizations. Fourth is prepare business for future resource needs. So in conclusion, we can say that entrepreneurial journey is a ladder of continuous growth. So it is the ladder of continuous growth starting from self-efficiency, self-analysis, moving through building, organizing the venture, and culminating in expansion, diversification. Along this journey, psychological strength such as adversity quotient, self-efficiency, intention, passion, discipline play a decisive role. Ultimately, entrepreneurship thrives when individuals combine structured steps, that is 34 step ladder, with psychological resilience, supported by effective resource management and market gap identification. Right? So, with this, I have completed this topic as well. I hope once you complete this lecture with me, and after that, if you read these notes once or twice or thrice, you will be able to complete this entire series and entire topic with me. And do comment in the comment sections with your feedback. I am open for any key feedback, whether it is positive or negative, and what are you guys expecting from me. So just do comment in my videos as well, so that I can bring that kind of videos in our future as well. Okay, and I hope it will help you, and I try to complete the entire series, don't worry, one by one, but I will complete the entire series. So no need to worry at all. And I will share the notes because right now I'm in preparations mode and I have not yet completed the entire this thing. So it give me some time, just give me some time. And once I completed the notes, I will share with you all guys. Don't worry at all. Okay. So with this, I will signing off today's videos as well. And please do subscribe my channel, do share with your colleagues, with your friends, those who are opting this paper as their elective. Okay, and please comment your feedback as well. Okay, bye bye, take care, god bless you. And please just follow this lecture, just follow my directions. I hope it will give you that kind of marks that you are looking for. And I will try to compile the entire paper 20C in a very easier way. So just believe with me and just give me that kind of a support so that I can bring such kind of videos. Okay. And all the best to all of you. Bye bye. God bless you. Thank you. Take care.